Just wanted to give you an update. So 5 days before Christmas, that's when we got the call that my levels were 65, meaning that I was pregnant. Yay. And then the thing is, they like it to be over 100. So we were in Washington that week, so we had to go get our blood drawn again, or our blood, my blood drawn. And we got the call later and it was 128, so that was good. It needed to be at least 104 because it just needs to be doubling every 48 hours. So it was good, it was 128, still a little low. So they were like, we need you to come in again 2 more days from now just in case. So at this point I'm really nervous and scared, hoping that my levels are still rising. And then get my blood drawn and they give me a call and she said your levels looked great. And so I asked her, like, what were the numbers, just curiosity. She said they were 1,250, so that's awesome that they rose that much. That means there's definitely a little baby in there. Well, hopefully. I'm still skeptical. So she scheduled our 7-week ultrasound, and that'll be able to let us know the heartbeat of the baby and see if everything's okay. So now we just wait. We went to baby Bennett's little ultrasound. It was our 7-week ultrasound, and we heard a heartbeat. It was the best thing ever. I was so nervous. Like, we knew we were pregnant, but we knew there was also the possibility that we go to the ultrasound and maybe there was no heartbeat or something was wrong. But luckily we get there, and as soon as they started the ultrasound, the doctor says, oh, and there's the baby. And oh, I was like, oh my gosh, thank goodness. And it was really interesting. Before we even got to hear the heartbeat, we could see it. Because we saw, you know, the little baby in my uterus, and we see this blinking light. And she said, do you see that blinking light? And we're like, yeah. She's like, that's the heart. So we can already see it pounding away. And it was such a relief at that point to know, okay, good, my baby is alive, has a heartbeat, all is well. And then she got to turn on the sound and we got to hear the heartbeat, and it was amazing. It just didn't feel real, you know, this whole time waiting and waiting to have a baby, and finally something worked. It was really great. And so I'll show you guys first little pictures. So there's little baby Bennett, just a little bean. And then so there's the heartbeat. We got to see it, and it was 143.28, and the doctor said that was perfectly normal and fine. And there again is baby Bennett. And then there's another little picture of baby Bennett, and measuring at, it was exactly 7 weeks, and baby Bennett's only 0.92 centimeters, so still super tiny, just a little bean in my little belly. Well, not little belly. I know it's gonna get a lot bigger, but yeah, it's great. I keep this on the fridge, and every time I pass it, I just look at it and think, oh my goodness, this is real. This is real, it's crazy. So after this, now we wait for the 9-week ultrasound. So since everything was okay and everything was looking good, doctor's orders were just to keep on doing what you're doing and try to relax. Ooh. And then I have my next ultrasound in the next few weeks, and we'll hopefully get to hear that heartbeat again, and hopefully baby Bennett will continue growing healthy and strong. And after my 9-week appointment, I'm actually graduated from the fertility center, so that's actually really cool. And then I won't have to keep driving an hour and a half to my appointments. I can actually see an OB here in Logan, so that'll be way more convenient, and it'll just be so exciting to think that baby Bennett is healthy and keeps growing. So we're just praying and having positive thoughts, and hopefully all is well. I'm not complaining at all that I'm pregnant, because I really am happy, but it sucks not being able to go on rides. Like that. So I just wait and wait and wait. Tomorrow we go into our 9-week ultrasound, and probably gonna get slack for this, but I really don't care. I've tried really hard to get this baby, and I'm so grateful that I am pregnant, but I am so over being sick and being nauseous. You could tell my cheeks are very red. I'm always freaking hot. It's maybe in the 20s here in Logan. It's really cold, but I love to keep the windows open and I love to have the fan on me at all times because it is so hot. And it's probably not just hot, it's just my body is so freaking hot. And I don't know what to do about it. And usually I just, you know, have typical morning sickness where it wears off. Well, the last few days have been awful. It was the day I actually got back from Disney World, which, that was interesting. I got back from Disney World and my stomach just felt like it was in a knot all day. And it's just constant nausea and constant like dry heaving. Like I'll just be talking to Peter in mid-conversation and then start dry heaving or start feeling like I'm gonna throw up. I've only actually thrown up 3 times now. Yeah, only 3 times. And it just sucks. It's so hard. Because every time I'm like, it's a blessing, it's a blessing, it's a blessing. And then as I'm in the bathroom crying, wanting to throw up, I'm like, oh, make this stop. So it's really weird feeling. I'm happy I'm pregnant, but I am not appreciating the early signs of it. And oh my gosh, seriously, and trying to eat food is so impossible. Like, I love cooking, I love preparing meals. Sunday and Saturday are usually the days where I stay home and I meal prep for the whole week. Like sometimes I even prep lunches, prep dinners, and sometimes even breakfast. Like I prep everything. I haven't been able to cook because some smells make me so sick. I'm not able to eat meat. At Disney World, I was completely fine, and I don't know if that's just because, oh, it's Disney World, and I was just distracted. I have no idea. But I've come home and I can't eat anything again. Some foods I look at in the cupboard, it literally makes me start gagging, and it's frustrating, but if baby Bennett is healthy, that's all that matters. So hopefully tomorrow we hear the heartbeat again and we see that he or she is growing.
They're whipping around, sometimes it's hard to hide. Sounds great.
So I've got my favorite peanut butter chocolate chip cookies baking in the oven right now. And I really just want to take this spoon and put this whole bite in my mouth right now. But I can't. And why can't I? Oh, because of baby Bennett. So it is all worth it. So worth it. But still, oh my goodness, cookie dough. After today, it would be a great thing to have. But I guess we'll have to wait, and it's worth it. But still, I really got close to eating some.